All right, so here are our options. Our options are to try to get to Coin Jock, but we're gonna need like a miracle to get us into the marina.
But we got in here.
But we got a miracle. And then the other thing is if we can't make that, then we gotta go on the outside. But the sea state on the outside is like 6 to 8 feet?
Yeah, 6 to 8 feet tomorrow, yeah.
10 seconds apart. So we kind of had to look at, I'm trying to get in before Friday. I'm trying to get it on Friday. And we'll see what happens.
I'm Brooke, and this is Brayden. We have 2 kids and 2 dogs, Rooney, Penn, Frazier, and Captain. At 75 tons and 55 feet long, our home is different. With time being non-renewable and our home being, well, movable, around the world we go as we roam to know. Welcome aboard, Mermaid Monster.
Yeah, you got a record of me and my credit card and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, we're going down the coast. We're in Norfolk right now because of that bridge closure. We were gonna go on the inside, but now it looks like it's gonna be pretty crowded and can't get any marina space. So just trying to see what the option is to go on the outside.
It's still pretty windy way offshore. At the mouth of the bay, observations are showing basically 15 to 25 knots. He's got 13 feet of sea. These are probably about 50 miles offshore. Looking at testing.
You say 15 feet?
13 feet.
Wow, okay. All right, here's the plan. So tomorrow morning, we're gonna wake up as early as we can. We're gonna try to get all the way to Stewart. But here's the problem, is that if we go all the way at 7 knots, we'll get into Stewart at night, and we'll have to transit that at night, which we don't really wanna do. And we're both realizing that this is like about 4 nights, 5 days. That's a lot. That's a lot of travel with just 2 people. Actually, I was asking Dan, I was like, why do you do this? Like, when I ask you to come on these trips, like, why do you do it? But it's kind of weird. They're always like really memorable trips, but at the same time, it's definitely not easy when you're actually doing it. But we're gonna do it anyways. Because Dan, you kind of have somewhere to be, don't you?
Yeah, I have to be in the Bahamas by the 17th.
So that's
fly out on the 17th, which is a week from Wednesday.
Is a week from Wednesday. Mm-hmm. So you're like a little blurry guy in the background because it won't focus on 2 people. But well, that'll be great to be in the Bahamas by Wednesday. Yeah. I actually want to go back to Brooke and the kids, and I don't really want to be out here too long with Dan. I mean, it's fun. It's fun.
I don't take any offense.
It's fun, but I know. I still love Brooke, no matter what. Even though it's still like her. Yeah. So we just got to get it done. It's kind of just like get it done, but it's gonna hurt.
It is.
It's gonna hurt, isn't it?
It is, but misery loves company, I guess we could say, right? That's why I'm here.
Just one extra person. But I think we're gonna buddy boat with another boat, which will make a little bit more camaraderie. But that other boat, let's put it like this. That other boat. Let me get closer to you so you can get focused here. Let me see. So the other boat has like a crew. Look at that. It won't focus. Oh, there we go. The other boat has a crew of like 6.
Yeah, they had a lot of people on board there.
They're going to Key Largo.
It's a 47-foot boat.
It's a 47-foot boat. They have 6 people on there, something like that. 6 people, and we got 2.
Yeah.
And the last trip that you did, you had 4.
Right.
From Boston to Florida.
Well, 3 guys driving, 1 cooking. Which, when you have somebody cooking for you, that's why we miss you, Brooke. No, that's that's not the only reason.
Well, no, it is an important thing.
It's huge.
It is.
When you have to worry about like making something and you're underway and like you're usually when it's just 2 of us, one of us is sleeping, so you're up by yourself and you gotta figure out some way to eat, and it's always something quick and like not very nutritional and very, so you get it doesn't help your
yeah. So we got expensive frozen burritos from the grocery store, and so the theory is like, come on, no one's gonna pay $5 for a frozen burrito unless it's good.
And it wasn't that good. I tried one last night.
And now we have 6 of them.
Yeah.
So 5 now.
5
not so good burritos. we're totally ready to go. Here's what I got. I'm a little worried. I think I'm over preparing for this one, but I got a scopolamine. That's not how you say it, but I think you know what I'm talking about. The little patch that you put behind your ear. I have Zofran, got some of that too, and Dramamine. So we're gonna be able to figure this out. I'd like to say I don't get seasick, but I totally get seasick. I totally get seasick. So the only exception to getting seasick is like after the second day. After the second day, I'm fine. I won't get sick at all. But for the first little bit, like it takes me a little bit to get used to it. So there's another boat right here behind us, and they're leaving at the same time. So they're going on the outside. There's another boat way behind me over there, and they're going to Turks and Caicos. I would imagine that a lot of these boats are gonna end up going on the outside because the inside is not, the inside's not gonna be that easy. It's gonna be really crowded, and the depth is a little suspect because it's been blowing in one direction for so many days. People are reporting lower than normal depths, and that's not good because we're already pretty much almost going aground in there. So just something that we don't wanna do. If you wanna go back and look at my episode when I made that mistake of going aground in the channel, went aground, take a look at that one. Teach you not towboat US drivers shouldn't do, and how to make sure they don't take advantage of you, which they normally don't. They're normally awesome, but this guy was not awesome. It's gonna be a great trip. So we're gonna go and flip all the green switches. Green means go. Oh, fish finder, you haven't used that. Whereas you don't need that thing. All right, we got the engines on. Everything's warming up. We like everything to get to a temperature about 175. That's normal average cruising temp. And then we'll go, or close to it, and then we'll go from there. It takes about 15, 20 minutes maybe. Right now, I didn't make a route yesterday, so I'm gonna take the time to make a route right here. And we'll see exactly how far it's gonna be, and we'll get an idea of how long it is once we're kind of out of Norfolk Harbor here. So here's the route right here, and as you can see, there's a lot of, we've done this quite a bit, and so there's a lot of other tracks in here, and I can take these tracks down a little bit. We're gonna go around. This is Frying Pan Shoals right here. Play that safe.
How much shrink wrap do you think the Navy uses?
To wrap all their boats? Check this out. See this? This all shrink wrap. This all shrink wrap all over their deck, and this boat's not that shrink wrapped. I mean, there's some that are just covered in it. So the question is how many? What do you think they measured in yards? Square feet of shrink wrap is used by the Navy every single year. All right, well, it's time for breakfast, and it's really easy. Take one of these. See, oatmeal, and then it gets even easier. We take the oatmeal, we open the box. All you need is 3. If you get more hungry, you can put the other 3 in. There's only 6 in here, I think. I ate this every single morning for the first like 20 years of my life, I think. And then, look, even easier. Fill it up, not too much, you don't want it runny. And when we stir it, if you heat the oatmeal up, this is gonna turn into like a lot of oatmeal because it's gonna all expand. So you don't heat the oatmeal up, and then once you eat it, it expands in your stomach and you're full till lunch. All right, so I definitely eat better when Brooke's on the boat, like a lot better. So I got married pretty young, Brooke got married pretty young, and I've never had to like make my own food ever. Because when you're in college, you just eat out. Like I didn't make anything ever. You eat it like the fast food Mexican place like every single day. And for some reason that never affects you. You can just eat like junk food all day long and like your body just absorbs it somehow without making you feel horrible the next day. It like never was a priority. And Brooke's an awesome cook. And that's one of the reasons that I love her. It's because she's a really good cook. I do miss Brooke a lot. I wish that she was on here. It does make the trip a lot more enjoyable to have Brooke and the family on here. It's a different trip when you have me and Dan on here. Like they're very memorable trips, and I think that's why we both like doing it. Even though I kind of say how miserable it is, I think we gear ourselves up to think that it's gonna be miserable, and then we're pleasantly surprised when it's fun, right? Have totally hyped up the weather, and it's not supposed to be good. It really isn't supposed to be good, but every day that we look at it, it seems to be improving. So we're hoping, fingers crossed, that the weather is actually, it ends up just like being surprisingly unforecasted good. I just wanna film this. The absolute difference here. And a self-made man, you know what I mean? He's gotta do it all.
Yeah, you know, it's a little bit better than the cold oatmeal.
Yeah. Yeah. So the lesson is, the lesson on this one is that if you're gonna get married, marry a guy that's over the age of 30, because now he knows how to cook for himself. What do you think?
Yeah.
That pretty accurate?
Is that what you said?
You marry someone under 30, like you're guaranteed he's never gonna learn how to cook.
Definitely.
Yeah. Look at that thing. It's enormous. Look at that bow. See? Oh yeah.
They're way off in the distance, just a little bit faster. He's flashing around.
Yeah, I see him out there.
No, I really did. I lost it. Well, there just had the swell. I couldn't get it on the deck because the swell was too big, and it just fell right off the side.
I guess we need to save some time off the end of the trip anyway, or add some time to it.
Can you tell us what we found? What happened?
Well, we lost the drone.
We need to get that whole story. You can laugh about it. Go ahead. Laugh all you want, Dan. Laugh all you want.
I'm not laughing.
Laugh all you want.
And then we thought we might have a little redemption because we saw a whale, but he only came up twice and he came up really quickly.
You think he's got my drone?
He might have your drone. Maybe he's trying to give it back to us.
Jeez. Can you tell us the story of the drone? And if you could make it sound like it really wasn't my fault.
It wasn't.
I was the one driving.
It wasn't. Well, the problem is there's a pretty good swell out here.
The swell has a big duration, so it doesn't look like it, but when you're bobbing around and going up and down, how many feet?
Oh, probably 4 to 5 feet.
4 to 5 feet. That makes it really difficult.
Well, and then we had to stop the boat because you can't really land it when it's moving. And then once you stop the boat, the stabilizers don't really have an effect, so then you really start to roll. And it makes it even worse.
This is all the gear to catch the drone. We came prepared. The towel, he was gonna grab it with the towel. And what happened was, it landed, it was coming down right here, right where it should. Just right here. And we got a weird swell and it moved over, but I was already committed. If you've flown the drones, you know that like at the last second, like you kind of lose control. And it went right here and then right out the window. Just right out that. Just horrible luck. I signed up for this Lugger Northern Lights maintenance class, engine maintenance class, and I didn't know that it was going to fall exactly on this trip that we're doing. So here I am. Here's the maintenance class, and we're trying to make sure we have good enough connection the whole way, which we're hugging the coast a little bit better anyways because of the weather. So I hope this works. Here's my workstation here. You sure you don't want to do the Northern Lights maintenance class?
Oh, is that starting right now?
Starting right now.
Oh,
what are they doing over there? So, gardening some crops.
Yeah, I'll come down and listen to it.
We got the dolphins. There we go. Look at that. Day one's over. No fish?
No fish. I think the water's supposed to be full.
Well, day one is over. What did we do today?
What?
We lost the drone,
Which
which every like 10 minutes I start thinking about like how did that happen. But I found out that my remote still kept the footage. That's a positive. Dan organized the tackle. That was very nice. So it's all like perfect now. And we haven't caught a fish yet. And we learned that like 6-foot seas, if there's an enormous duration, is not a big deal for the boat, but really hard to catch a drone. That's what we learned. That was really difficult.
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing.
Yeah. You can laugh. What else? What else did we learn? Oh, we saw a humpback whale. We saw some dolphins, but they didn't stick around. And I'm convinced that they need a female voice squawking at them, and that's what makes them stick around. Do you think that's what it is?
Probably.
You need a girl like.
And maybe having the dog on board, they have some sort of like communication.
That's a good point. Maybe dogs and dolphins. Yeah, I've seen some dog dolphin movies out there.
Sure.
Yeah, it's turned out to be great.
Well guys, that's all for the Braden and Dan show this week, but join them next week as they experience bad weather, boat trouble, and they actually catch endless amounts of fish. As always, thank you for watching. If you like what you see, give us a like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell, and of course leave us a comment below. We'll see you all next week.